just got off the train at Coventry, and the first thing we see is this bar built into a church spire with a singer. It's so cool.
Copyright claims.
We are here in Coventry for, well, yeah, this thing behind you in the Wave. We are going to the water park. We can't film inside, but we will review all of the slides afterwards. Do you want to tell them how we got here?
So we got a train from Leicester to Cov. Basically, we went from Leicester to Nuneaton, Nuneaton to Cov. You can also, from a lot of places, get a bus. I've just seen as well they do buses to Warwick, so you could very easily do this in Warwick Castle in a weekend.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to this, and I look forward to sharing our thoughts with you afterwards.
Hello, what we saying?
Hi everyone. We have got back from the Wave in Coventry. As you saw from a tiny little intro, we couldn't film inside.
Yeah, obvious reasons. As well as that, we had kind of in a rush to get on a train.
Yeah,
So
we had to leave.
We would have filmed this at the Wave itself, but we kind of didn't really have the time, so sorry about that. But yeah, here we are.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the overall kind of experience of the place, as well as each slide, an attraction.
Yes.
There's six slides in total here, apart from like your tiny ones. But yeah.
It's a very good water park, but also just to put in there, any footage of the slides that you do see has kindly been provided by the Wave themselves, so yeah. Thank you very much.
But yeah, there's two slides we didn't do. We didn't do the bowl slide, which I think is called Cyclone.
Yes.
And we didn't do the Torrent, which you wouldn't have done anyway.
I wouldn't have done either of them.
But it was closed, unfortunately, which is a shame because I was really looking forward to that. But it is what it is. They advertise on the website, to be fair, so, you know.
Yeah, we knew it was
hard to miss.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the Torrent, which is one of the drop slides. Just wouldn't do it. And
yeah, it's not for everyone.
With Cyclone, with the bowl, I would love to do it, but it's just my phobia of deep water. At the moment, it's a no-go. Hopefully, at some point, I will build myself up to give those slides a go, but for now, it's just a no-go.
Saying that, one thing I will say, I thought the staff overall, great.
Yeah, they were really good.
Especially on the slides at the top, you know, made sure, you know, you got in okay.
Yeah.
Before you were, like, you know, going down or anything.
Very clear with their instructions as well as to what to do. Very good.
I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, some of the slides we did. So we did the Cascade, which is a body slide, which you really enjoyed. You were a bit nervous about.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous about it, but it's actually really fun.
It's good. It's just your standard body slide, really. A bit like say if you done Plops Aqua or something, a bit like disco slide, a bit like that.
Yeah, you can kind of control how quick you go as well. So like, if you wanted a bit of speed, you can really like throw yourself down on it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, good, breaks you in for a lot of the other slides. The best things there, I think, are the tube rides. So you've got the Riptide, which is, if you've done Sandcastle in Blackpool, it's a bit like the Sidewinder.
Yeah.
So it's like a half pipe, like you go down and then go up like a big half pipe and then you sort of swing about for a bit.
Yeah, that being said, I do feel like it's taller and...
It feels more intense than
yeah, it feels a lot taller and steeper than Sidewinder, and also I prefer it to Sidewinder at Sandcastle.
I would agree with that.
Like, I'm pretty sure at one point our whole dinghy left the slide.
Yeah, yeah, it's intense. It's a blooming steep drop. It was really good. We did it once. We also have the Crestar.
I love this. This is the first slide we did as well.
Yeah.
Also, no, it wasn't the last slide we did.
So yeah, it's like tube slide. It's got one of the, I think it's like what do you call it, a funnel?
Yeah, they got two of them.
Yeah, it's got like a sphere and then it's got like a funnel element. I don't really know what it's called, but yeah, it just, you know, just changes things up a bit. You can end up backwards, which we did once.
Yeah, the first time we did it, we ended up going out into the exit pool backwards.
Yeah.
And the other time we went forwards.
It's really good.
The first time we did it, it was quite slow. But then the second time we did it, the staff member
faster.
told us to lean back so we go quicker, and it was rapid. It was really good.
Yeah, it's great. But the best slide there is the Rapids, which I think it seems to be like the common sort of opinion from what I've seen.
That amazing. We did that twice as well. So that was the second tube slide we did, and then also our last one we managed to do.
I think it's a bit like I don't know who manufactures it, but it's like a new gen like Master Blaster.
Yeah,
so if you've been
it's
to like
way better than the one at Alton Towers.
If you've been to like Alton Towers, Sandcastle, or even Stoke, Waterworld, there's a few of them in the UK that go with like they have the uphill sections and jet water sort of push you up. This is a bit different. It's like you go down a big drop, then up a section, and the water just keeps going up, but then you sort of get pushed into it after. I think it's like a lot of jets.
It's really good. It's probably
fast.
I've not obviously done Stoke Waterworld yet, but out of Towers and Sandcastle, again, it is my favourite one that I've done. It was so fun.
I'd also debate it being my favourite slide in the UK. I think it's really good.
It is so good, and that drop, like the first drop, is ridiculously steep.
Yeah.
Like it's a big drop.
I think
Don't overestimate it.
I think it's mad that like not many people really talk about it in terms of like sort of enthusiasts. Who are doing water parks as well. Like, you don't really see it in the conversation. Like you see a lot of people talk about Sandcastle, and a lot of people talk about Stoke, which obviously we spoke about as well.
Yeah.
But no one really talks about this one. I think it's because it kind of opened. I think it opened in 2019.
It's very new.
It opened like right before COVID, and I think that's probably why. Which is a shame because it does. I think it has a better slide lineup than a lot of water parks that I've done.
Yeah, there's a lot more thrills there.
A lot more thrills going on.
Other parks.
And like I said, we didn't even get to do Torrent. Which looks great, and Cyclone looks great as well. They look fantastic.
And then you also have your basics that you will find at a lot of water parks. They have a lazy river, which is also kind of like, I would say it's kind of like a mini spa, because they have like they have like various like jacuzzis and like bubbles.
It's like a lazy river that goes around, and in the middle you've got a couple like hot tubs, like it's nice, like jacuzzis, it's nice.
You have a wave pool. This one is quite small and it's actually quite shallow. Like I could probably go quite deep in it without feeling too out of my zone. Not that I can't swim. I just had an incident when I was a kid which really like being out of my depth. I'm not a fan.
Is there anything else we've got to talk about? I mean, you get a 2-hour session, which for the price I think is pretty good. You pay like 18 quid at peak, 14 quid off peak.
I also feel like they shut the queues for the slides way before.
It felt quite short. Yeah, I will say that. I would rather pay a little bit more and get 3 hours.
I would,
because there's 6 slides there, and you want to get everything done, and you want to have some time to sort of go in the pool as well. And I feel like you're very kind of strapped for time. So I think one thing they can improve is, sure, put the price up a little bit, but also make it a 3-hour session.
Yeah, I think it would definitely benefit from a 3-hour
session.
Get
much more done.
Like, we only just managed to fit everything in that we wanted to do and to rewrite 2 slides. Like,
and like I said, we didn't do 2 of them, so there you go. You've got time to do everything once.
Yeah. Or if not, try and go off peak if you really, really want to maximise the most out of your 2 hours.
Yeah.
But for us right now, it's really hard to go on an off peak day because we're working. We don't have any holiday to just go midweek. So, like, if you're going at busy times, definitely bear that in mind.
I would say so. Another thing I'd say, bear in mind, this is one of the other. This is probably the only real proper negative I'd say would be the facilities. So we did the last session of the day, which was 4 until 6. You have 3 sessions on a peak day. You have 10 till 12, 1 till 3, and 4 till 6, and you book onto one of those. So we did the 4 till 6, and one thing I really felt was like the changing rooms were in a right state. Like some of them had doors missing. You had like loads of litter on the floor.
Yeah,
I wasn't
like
impressed.
Loads of plasters in there. I get that it's busy, and obviously in that hour, sometimes it does take, especially if there are big families in a session, they will maximise the use of the changing rooms for that whole hour in between sessions.
Yeah.
But really, it needed to be cleaned up a little bit.
It felt really bad, and it's also a negative thing. I think just pick your rubbish up, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's not even the fault of the staff either.
It would be nice because when we've done a lot of water parks, for example, Rulantica,
spotless,
just completely spotless. Like it's that luxury kind of feel.
Yeah, even like the smaller water park we've done in Europe, which is Plops Aqua, that is just a spotless.
Again, spotless. Like there's it can be improved.
Yeah, again, it's not bad criticism. We just feel like that could be improved. Also with facilities, girls especially with long hair like me, there are no hair dryers, so just be prepared to come out with wet hair.
At least we didn't see any hair dryers.
Yeah, we could be wrong, but I didn't even see or hear any, but they could have been hidden somewhere. Could have been somewhere,
we just couldn't find them on the way out.
Also, the way they load you in there is I wouldn't say chaotic, it's very like organised.
But also
it could be a lot better because
when you've got a lot of groups of especially like excited like younguns and they're like, you know, all wanting to get in there, and then also you've got a slippy floor. I do kind of worry a little bit that, you know, there's going to be some sort of accident. I'm sure, like, you know, health and safety measures are in place for that, but also didn't really feel the greatest.
Yeah, no, like. They led us down about 20 minutes before our session, so obviously I think a lot of people would think, okay, we've got 20 minutes to get changed and then we can just go in the pool and wait for the slides to open at 4 when the session starts.
All that, yeah.
Instead, everyone got changed and then we were held in the changing rooms. It was so hot, there was no air conditioning in it. Like, like Ewan said, overexcited kids like
loud in there,
pushing each other. I almost got shoved a few times.
Yeah.
Then they actually take you in, but then again they hold you
there again. It's a bit like, come on, I want to get in there. And then once your session's done, it's like, oh, that was really quick.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I say.
Even though they say the session starts at 4, I think even if you just try to get people out the changing rooms and just into a pool before 4, that will let things run a lot smoother, because you had tons of kids just shoving past as soon as like they opened the path up from the changing rooms towards the pools.
I agree with that.
Like, it was chaotic.
But yeah, overall I'd say it's definitely worth a visit. I'd say if you're in like the south sort of end of the Midlands, like, obviously we come from Leicester. Yeah. It's really easy journey from Leicester. You can get a coach and it takes like 40 minutes, or best option, it's right near Coventry train station, so if you can, go on the train because you've got less travelling in Coventry to do.
Yeah, it was literally like a 5-10 minute walk.
Yeah.
Literally just straight across the road and then like down, and then you see it.
Easy as anything, brilliant. But yeah, I'd say definitely worth it. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And if they just tweaked a few of the problems with the facilities, it would make it 10.
Make the sessions longer. Best water park in the Midlands, I reckon.
Yeah, easily.
It's great.
Hi guys, me. We completely forgot to put in the prices for a session. So an adult is classed as 12 years and over. If you're going on an off-peak day, you're looking at £14. For a peak day, it's 18. A junior ticket, which is for anyone aged 11 or under, is £12 on an off-peak day and £13.50 on a peak day. They also offer accessibility tickets, but I will put a link in the description box to their website, so go check it out.
So yeah,
that was really exciting. We're looking forward to doing more reviews of water parks. We are also going back to Sandcastle really soon, and when we were previously doing the Bird Adventures, we did a really short summary, but we will do a more in-depth one next time, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe get Yaz and Sean's opinions as well, as they would have visited twice like us. So last time we went there, it was very quiet, so it'll be interesting to see what it's going to be like on an August session.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll be able to compare things a bit more, see what we think of the slides now we've done another water park, and we've got loads of other water parks planned.
Yeah, we'll make like a bit of a playlist of like kind of water park content.
Yeah.
For Eleanor's travels, we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, we'll make sure we section everything so it's easy for you guys to find everything. But yeah,
more to come on this.
Yeah,
really
excited.
Enjoyed that.
It was a really good day, and thank you to Mr. B because he treated me.
I did treat us to it. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Are you ready to ride the wave? With 6 exhilarating water slides, including the terrifying Torrent, the roller coaster Rapids, and the return trip Riptide. Each slide is engineered for maximum fun, plus get soaked in the reef. make a splash in the wave pool, and wind around the lazy river. With something for the thrill, spill, and chill seekers, the Wave Coventry has got it all. So get your costumes, trunks, and towels ready. It's time to ride the wave.